I thought letting my parents, both 78 years old, move in with me would disrupt my perfect and independent life, until I discovered the real reason they had come, and it broke my heart. "Did you move the coffee maker again?" Elel muttered one afternoon, exhausted after an endless work day. My mother didn't argue. She simply handed me a warm cup. It was too close to the edge there. "Drink this. Your eyes look tired. The kind of tired you can't hide well." A few months ago, they closed the door of the house where they had lived for almost half a century. There was no emergency, no accident, just a calm phone call from my father. "The house feels too big and too quiet. We thought maybe being together might be good for all of us." They arrived with the car packed to the roof, boxes labeled in trembling handwriting, warm clothes, memories, do not throw away. My mother brought her favorite cup, the old one no one else would ever use. Dad carried his small radio, the one that always plays softly with the news, as if the world still needed to keep entering the kitchen. At first, I felt invaded. I'm 42 years old. I've lived alone for a long time, and Elle had grown used to everything being exactly where I wanted it. Silence, order, control. My home was the only place that felt completely mine. And suddenly, footsteps in the hallway at 6 in the morning. The radio murmuring, the sound of breakfast sizzling. "It's going to burn," Mom would say. "It's better this way," he would reply, as if they were still 40 years old. It irritated me. Things out of place, drawers left half open. A routine that was no longer just mine. But something began to change. Before, when I came home, the only sound was the hum of the refrigerator. I would eat something quick, often standing up. I turned on the television just to avoid feeling the weight of the silence. I fell asleep with that strange sensation of fulfilling life, but not really living it. Now when I open the door, it smells like home cooking. Soup, stew, something made with time and care. I find folded clothes on the bed and little notes stuck to the fridge. There's broth in the green container. Don't skip it. I fixed the balcony lock. I kept telling myself that I was sacrificing comfort out of responsibility, that I was doing the right thing. Saw myself as the strong adult taking care of her aging parents, until one night I realized the story was different. I stepped onto the balcony quietly and heard them talking. They were sitting together, sharing a blanket. "Do you notice she's different?" Mom whispered. Before, she seemed so lonely when she talked on the phone. Always rushed, always tired. Dad took a moment before answering. "Now she eats better. And she smiles more. We did what we had to do, even if it hurt to leave the house." I felt my chest break. They didn't move in because they could no longer take care of themselves. They moved in because they thought I wasn't okay. They had seen my loneliness even though I hid it beneath busy schedules and automatic replies of everything's perfect. Since then, I see them differently. Dad walks more slowly. Mom repeats her stories. In the afternoons, they sit together watching the street without needing to talk much. Sometimes I join them, and we simply exist together. My house is no longer a spotless and silent place. It is a living place. In the mornings, before Elle leave, I hear, "Let us know when you arrive. Drive carefully." And something inside me settles. I understood that growing up doesn't mean not needing anyone, that independence isn't silence, but choice, and that sometimes the people who seem to come to lean on you actually come to hold you up. I know that one day the silence will return, that the radio will stop playing, that there will be no notes on the fridge or small arguments about coffee. And when that day comes, I would give anything to hear those footsteps in the hallway again. And when that day comes, I would give anything to hear those footsteps in the hallway again, because now I know they didn't come to take up space. They came to fill it.